Everybody, Gerone Wright here, and once again you're joining me on my Gerone Wright YouTube channel here on YouTube. In this video, I'm drawn to this moon surface here with this astronaut and his moon buggy, and I guess they're taking in this image. I don't know who the astronaut is, but I guess they will be taking samples of this giant moon rock here. I'm making this video because I'm drawn to the lunar surface for whatever reason. And normally when something is there, I'm instinctively drawn. You know what I mean? And so I'm looking at this image and I analyze it. I usually try to get one or two things before I actually would create or make a video. So basically, I did find a few things here that piqued my interest about this particular lunar surface image here with this astronaut and his buggy. I have two versions of it, one version like this and then like a reverse version where all of this will be appearing on the other side. His buggy will be on this side. It's like a mirrored image of it, so to speak. Basically, the rock on the moon surface, it's an extraordinary rock. It's a giant rock, and you can see the size of it as opposed to the astronaut there, how small he is. Now, you know, immediately what I do is I put myself, when I'm drawn into an image or drawn to something like this, I put myself in that individual, or I'm drawn into the image as if I'm there. If that's me standing there. And if that's me standing there, the first thing that I instinctively know to do is that I would not be down here. Well, I guess his first protocol of command is to take a sample of the rock. Okay, I mean, take rock samples back for NASA. That's probably him being under orders, and that's what he's supposed to do. Okay, I agree with that. But you know, instinctively, when I see rocks on such scale, and just instinctively, my mind just tells me, you look at the rock for symmetry, for any type of carvings, or for any type of inscriptions or anything. Because if we want to believe that there were earlier ancient astronaut travelers, or perhaps someone has been to the moon before they have, humans have from Earth, then I mean, what better place to leave their markings? Not with a flag as we do, because that's something that could, throughout time, an extended period of time, either go away, dissolve, rot away. But a rock, just simply by taking your astronaut tool, your handy dandy astronaut hammer, and maybe even a chisel, you can actually chisel carvings into the rock. So logically speaking, the first thing that I would do, being there on the moon, monumental thing for me, and I want to let everybody know that this is my claim to fame. I was here first before you. This is I'm claiming a stake in this, and this discovery, and it's fine. I mean, I would make my carvings. I would climb atop this rock and make my carvings right in this nice flat surface here. And it's amazing because, you know, the top of this rock already looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like a monument. That's exactly, it doesn't look no different. It's flat, like a monument. This does not look like no rock surface that it was, it looks like it was disturbed, in other words. You know what I mean? It looks like that of what you would see on a monument. And it look like you would see a plate up here, but it's not like at a grave site or a marker stone or something like that there, because it's on an angle and it's face down. Like if it's been disturbed. This doesn't look like this is the way the rock was is. So being drawn to that, I start looking for lines and markings, and lo and behold, if you Google this image of this just Google astronaut and space buggy, okay, and go to images, and you'll come to this image and all, and you can the best thing you would probably need to do is download it, and then pan in on this area, and immediately what happens is you will start. Am I touching that and doing that? You will start seeing that there appears to be markings there. Let me see if I can get this to, oh yeah, there you go. I can go enlarge it. Oh, that's great. Okay. Now, how far did I come in? If you start to look up here, people, it actually looks like somebody's been up here chiseling. It looks like there are markings here. If you Google this image and look right in here, it looks like someone actually climbed up there and then started chiseling away. But I wasn't drawn to that first. No. I wasn't drawn to that. You know what I was drawn to first and foremost? That there is something extraordinary about this right here. Because this, people, is seemingly a carved head, or a carved head. You know what that appears to be? A head of a dragon. The bottom lip, the top lip, the ruffles in the skin of this dragon creature, even like a hoodie here. Here's the scaling, and then here it almost seems, I swear to you, it looks like the piece of the dragon's head, the fin, like a fin, the dragon's fin, right there. Can you see that right there? Right here. And it looks like a baby Godzilla standing on that top of that thing. Right here. Right there. Right here. So when you Google it, look at it. And this would be, here's the eye socket right here. Look at the chin. The features of the chin and the face. All of the features are there. There's where the mouth is open. And it looks like it has something in the mouth. Like maybe it was either a stick or something in the mouth of this thing. Perhaps a tongue falling out or whatever. But this thing is the identical spitting image of a dragon. It has all of the features, the facial features of a dragon-like creature. Let me see if I can come in closer here so you can see this. Because this is absolutely correct. This is not the first find that I found like this as well either. On the Rosetta comet, I almost found the similar thing there. There you go. I'm going to come in closer because this is absolutely extraordinary. Here you have where the nose and the mouth is coming around where you would expect for a mouth to round off in the back in the corner by the jaw, and comes back around again. There's the eye socket sitting right there, lo and behold. And then you have all of this stuff, this symmetry with the face, the facial features of this creature right there in the rock, ahead of a dragon. You would expect for this to be the overlapping skin of what the way lizards can actually be. Then here on top of the nose, all of this here. And I swear to you that this actually looks, I swear to you right here, if you were to Google this, this looks like a Godzilla-like creature sitting on the head of this dragon right there. In fact, I got to get this in close. I wish I would have had a better picture of this, because now that I'm looking at this here, people, looks like a dinosaur sitting right there, sitting on the head of this larger creature right there. Now, I'm going to see how close I can come in. I want to give you all of that. I don't know how much of that you can see. I'm all the way in. Can I come in any more? Without tipping anything over here. People, this looks like a little Godzilla sitting on the head of this larger head. There's the head of the Godzilla. I can see like his face right there. There's his neck. There's his chest. There's his arms. There's his this is his left leg. This is his right leg. And then the tail comes down over the forehead of this other thing. Here's the tail. It looks like a dinosaur standing on the head of this dragon. Again, here's the tail, here's the two legs, there's a chest, and there's a head. There is a Godzilla-like creature standing there, almost like in a toy sense, on top of the head of what I'm describing is a dragon here, right there. So you have a Godzilla creature there. Now, I won't be able to know how much of this you can actually see until I actually end this video and I play it back for myself. Now what I'll do is I'll make a slide of this. But look at this right here, people. There is the head of a dinosaur. There's his chest. There's his knees into his chest. and here's the back of his tail. Here's his back, and his tail comes around over the eyebrow, which creates the eyebrow over the socket of this dragon head right here. Now that I'm in so close, I'm going to show you some of the. Look up here. If you pan in and out of this right here, you see some unusual markings, lines, that look like they were put there unnaturally, almost as if they were chiseled there in the top here. Again, I mean, I know that there's billions and billions of dollars sent on these space missions, and they have their agenda, which is chipping away and collecting a rock sample off of a rock. I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but the first things that comes into my mind that if I got there, I would instinctively know, say, hey, listen, a rock of this magnitude would actually be that, would it be a marker, a monument? A person would instinctively go to this rock, climb up on top of it, I know I would, and then take and put my mark on it and say, hey, listen, I was here. You'll find my name up here. Gerone Wright was here, such and such, such and date, such and such, and all of that to be inscribed on the side of the rock. And of course, it could actually even be here that we don't know about, and NASA took a picture, because if you notice that this side here, people, look at this. Almost looks like it's almost like flat. Look at this, people. Like if this is a smoothed over surface right here. Look at this right here. Like if that's what this astronaut was actually moving away from, something similar to what I'm describing. Almost like that this is a monument panel right there. Look at this. It's actually, look, if as I'm looking at this is exactly what that looks like, because it's square, like if it's been squared off here. Look at this. This is the third finding that I found here, right there. You see this? This almost looks like a slab that was perfectly carved out, almost like an entranceway or a doorway. Now this is unusual, because this is crazy, because this is something. Just imagine this. This is actually, people, the identical, look at this astronaut here. This is almost the identical shape of a door right here. You can almost see the squareness in the door and everything right there. A stone door. Look, right here. Right there. Imagine this being the entranceway to an underground tunnel system right here. Because people, this is more than, this is truly amazing. Because I've first spotted this head here. Then I found this little dinosaur creature standing here on top of this head. And now we're seeing the stone with inscriptions, I'm thinking, that are on the top, which is still yet to be debated. But when you take a closer look in here, people, there is a square like door panel. There's a panel here, like that, right there, where that astronaut has his back to. Look closely at that. There's no denying that, and you can see that clean on the screen there. Right here is a doorway. So just imagine that this location is marking a underground, or this is an entranceway to that, and this it has to be that, because this is an entranceway to something that is possibly down ground, below the ground, or below the surface. Because this is too unique to be dismissed as this being nothing. The astronaut size is here, consistent with what a doorway is. If this astronaut with his helmet and stuff on is standing at, let's say, 5'11" to 6 foot tall, and with his boots on, this entranceway, this doorway, would be anywhere from either 7.5 to maybe 8 foot tall, right here. But look at the symmetry in this here, because you can actually see that it's square, that this is a square. Come over, go over, and there's a square right here. It's either a plaque, because this top here piece even seems like a plaque. Either this is a plaque or a doorway, or this is a plaque here, because this seems to have some type of writing or so on top. But this is the head of a dinosaur. I mean, this is the body of a dinosaur here, but this is the head of like a dragon. There's the socket, there's the mouth, there's the nose, there's the ruffles on the nose, and there's this like this Godzilla creature standing on It's heading. Now I'm going to go to another image here. I'm not going to burn this out on just this one. How many minutes I got? 14 minutes. We got plenty of time. So I'm going to go to the next image and show you what I come up with. This is amazing. I didn't even see the entranceway until I actually... Alright, here we go here. Let me see if I can tap that a couple times and bring that up. Can we go up again? Yeah, there we go. Now, here, let me push this over. There's that head that I told you about right there. I gave it an eye. Let's see if we got that door there. There's, oh, and I put some markings up here just to give you an idea of there being writings up there. Look up here, people. Look up there. Look at this. These are some type of writing. This is an entranceway. I'm almost convinced. I almost convinced myself that this is an entranceway on the moon, guarded by the head of a dragon. Here's a doorway. Okay, there's inscriptions up here. This almost seeming like a plaque, the way we would see a plaque or a monument on a, and so is this right here, a doorway, right there, people. Look at that. A stone doorway. Guarded, a doorway guarded by the head of a dragon. Right there. You see that? And then there's inscription, some type of writing. I'm almost convinced that there's something up here. Right there. But what better place for there to be this, people? To some type of underground cave system, of this being an entranceway to something going down underground. Or this is telling you that this is an entranceway to something going down. This is a sealed vault. This is a sealed vault, an entombed vault. Right here. This is a doorway to something. Look at the squareness of this, people. And for a door to be square like that, or for this thing to be squared off like this, it's amazing, because it tells you that then what is this doing here? What is this doing here? I'm going to go to another picture where I give you a different angle from. Now that little Godzilla creature is right here on top. What's amazing about this discovery is that you can Google this image. Google the astronaut and his space buggy. Astronaut and his space buggy. And you'll get this image. So basically all you have to do from there is download it and then blow it up. And go right here behind the astronaut's back. And look at this, people. A square doorway. Look. A square doorway or a plaque, but I would say that it's a door. It seems that this is marking an entranceway. This is what's consistent with the door, because it's square, just like a door. And then up here, what I'm describing is some type of inscriptions or some type of carvings up in here. The further you go, when you enlarge it, back away from it and look down on it from different angles from your computer screen, and you will see the same exact thing that I say. In fact, you can see it here. Right there. Look at that. The smaller you go with it, it's the more that you realize that something is there. I'm going to give you one more angle of this image before I where we at? Before I go ahead. Oh, okay, I'm coming in more. Okay, I came in even more yet. Look at that doorway. I'm going to behind that astronaut. Let me see if I can get that. Am I up to? There you go, right there. Look. Look at this, people. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Let's see how far this goes, I would imagine. There, I'm going to go right up here behind that astronaut. Look at the symmetry here. Right here's the astronaut's body. This is the back of his. Look at how the length of this goes. I can go down at least about here to trace this square line. It goes here, goes straight up, follow my pencil, up, and then goes over, square. And then comes back down again, square, here. And it looks like a slab right there. Look at this, right there. So what in the world is that doing there? Now, a lot of people will say, well, look, well, it could be cast from a shadow from over here. But why do we have this, the exact squareness over the top? And then this telltale corner right here where there is no shadow. There is no shadowing here. This is a complete square right there. and then cut into the shadow behind the astronaut. And then even so with that, it doesn't make a difference because of everything else that I've actually found, which is consistent with some type of other life form that could have possibly been on the moon. This is clear cut and dry evidence. Okay, here we over here to that dragon's head here again. Now, am I large enough for that Godzilla-like creature? You know what? With me going in that large, I'm going to show you that God. Here's the dragon's head here. If I can go back and get that other, I'm going to go back and see if because that Godzilla creature is messed up here. He's here, but I have it messed up because I have my lines there. Now you can't really see it on top of the head. So let me go back and see if I can make him that big. If I can do that. Oh, this is absolutely too beautiful. Look there, people. Standing on the head of that. If I can do that one more time. People, I can't believe this. This is phenomenal. Go again. Go again. Can you go on? It might go smaller. Look at that. Standing on the head. Right there. Look at this. There's a knee. There's a knee. There's a chest. There's a head. It's a lizard right there. It's a dinosaur right here standing on the head of another dinosaur or a dragon right there. And it almost, you know what this looks like? It almost looks like it has a tail in its mouth because it comes around from here. Like a dragon going around and eating its tail or something? I don't know. You know what I mean? Is this whole rock the idea of saying that this is some sort of dragon and these are the dragon's remains and this is some type of symbolic message here that is saying that this is an entranceway? I do not know. But people, this is a dragon. In fact, can I take a picture of it from this angle? And when I go ahead and I'm going to do a slide of this video. So while I got it this large, let me see if I can get a picture of it because I'm going to make it a beautiful slide of this. Because this is amazing. I'm going to see if I can take a picture of it because I can take a picture of the blow up. Come on, camera. From that angle. There you go. And when I send it online, seeing it from this angle right here, people, is truly amazing. From this angle here, I'm going to get the best picture there. And I'm going to come in closer. Okay, I got it. I can send them to my I'm gonna make a slide video too, people, so look for the slide. But this is truly absolutely amazing because this is more than what I bargained for when I started out to make this video. Let me come back over here again and see if we have, let me get that entrance away. There is a slab, some type of, where's that astronaut at? There's that doorway there, but I don't, there it is there. Look behind that astronaut. Look how close I am, people. Look at this. This is a square stone doorway. Look at this right here, right there. A square stone doorway. And why is this astronaut, out of all places he done went to, right there to that location? He's right there at that. Why is there not an acknowledgement of this right here? Why hasn't nobody seen that? Look at this, people. You know why? Because I'm drawn to it. I'm drawn to dragons, dinosaurs, my ancestors. I am drawn to. So immediately when I seen that head laying there in the sand, I mean on that surface, I knew what I was dealing with. I just didn't realize that it was so much. All right, I'm going to show you something else from another angle. On what it looks like from another angle. Can we get going here? Okay, there we go. We'll go to the next image. All right, here's the one that's backwards. Here's the image that's backwards. There's no markings on there, people, that I made. Look at the top of this stone and tell me what you see. All right, I have to back off some so you can see that though. Look at that. Now, can we see the door in there? You can still see that slab behind there, right there. I can see it here. But people, more so than anything, with this image reversed from, because the buggy, I would believe, imaginally would be on this side, okay, and the rock, this head and stuff will be on that side. But look at this from backwards. You can almost see carvings up here. Look at what you see on the screen. Look at that. There is some type of carving up here. You can see it as clear as day. Look at that. It's clear as day. And I didn't do no touch up. I didn't do anything. This is a picture that is online and it's just like this. And it's the same thing with the other picture. But this looks like the entire body. You can see it almost looks like the bundled up body of a dragon. That's what this looks like. A bundled up body of a dragon, a balled up body of a dragon, because this is his head, the neck would come around, and this whole thing looked like a bundled up body of a dragon. It seems like this is some type of a monument or some type of shrine that where there was all of these inscriptions added up, just like we see in here on our planet, some type of inscriptions put on there, and then there was some type of either plaque or doorway here. You know what I mean? So now you have to ask yourself, with all of this being here, was this some type of lunar type doorway or passageway? Is there something behind this doorway? You blow this door off, take this stone down, you get the chipping around this and this falls back. What is inside of this thing? There is something here. Is this some type of vault that holds DNA that is in regard to this creature here, this dragon? Inside, are there some type of lizard people? Dragon people? Is this a monument, a shrine to these dragon people? And there's a vault where they're entombed inside of this body and it's telling you what they came from, this DNA? The same thing that's going on with China, with the Mayan, with the Peruvial burial stones, with Angkor Wat, with these dragons and these dinosaurs, all showing that mankind evolved from these creatures. Is this what this is? I say yes. You have the head of a dragon with a Godzilla-like creature on top of his head that I see, and I took other pictures. I'm gonna make a slide video of it as well too. And then I see some type of markings on top. This here, people, looks like it's been shaved down, leveled off, chiseled off to where they can write on it and show you that this is, it's showing you it's an entranceway. It's the captioning over the overhead of an entranceway, and they're telling you. I'm gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna put more in writing. If you like this video, share it. I think that I'm on to something here. I'm almost 100% sure that I'm on to something, because you must agree with me that there's no way that if a person or entity or some type of alien being, celestial being, or alien is able to make it to this location, you first find a unique location of such scale, large scale, okay, that's going to be around for a while. This rock is not going to dissolve for no time soon. So the next thing you do is that you say, okay, well, what I want to do is I want to leave my mark that I've been here. What better way to leave your mark than to climb your ass up on this rock and start chiseling away and making markings showing that you were here first, in hopes that someone would be able to understand it. And that's just what that looks like. Look at that. Again, people, I'm going to leave this up here. How many minutes do I got? Looks just like writings up here, markings. And then for me to find a square door that is consistent. And what's good about this, if you have an astronaut standing here, and I don't know who this astronaut is, but some of us smart enough will be able to go and find out who this is. You'll be able to find his exact body height, and you'll be able to correlate his body height. Let's say it might be just under 6 foot to this doorway that I found here. Then take that and look at all of this other stuff with this dragon's head with a dinosaur on top of it. This is truly amazing. And in fact, people, you know what? I even have something else here, because it almost looks like, now, let me bring you over, because I just found a carved face on the end right here, and I don't know if you can see it, but there is a carved face of a person right here. There's the chin, there's a lip, there's a nose, there's an eye, and there's a forehead. This is a monument, people, because here's a carved face right there. Right here. There's a carved face. There's the nose, there's the mouth, there's the head right there. There's a whole carved face. This is checkmate right there. There is a carved face right here, people. Right there. Can you see it? Yes, you can see it. All right. Now I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna come in a little closer, show you that carved face, and then I'm gonna get out of here. There's a carved face right here, and it looks to be of some type of either. It looks like an African woman, or that's almost just what it looks like. There's the chin, there's the mouth, there's the nose, there's the eye, here's the forehead, and it looks like some type of headwear right there. I'm gonna get out of there, people, and go with that. That's it. Thank you.